Let's do a bourbon review. Penelope Architect, build one. My name is TJ Gamble and this is Brewzle, which is just an elaborate attempt to make my bourbon collection a tax deduction. If you're new around here, consider subscribing and let's get into the review. Penelope Architect is straight bourbon whiskey finished with French oak staves. Now, I'm pretty sure this is sourced from MGP, and if you know anything about my taste, I'm not a huge fan of finished whiskey, but the ones that I do enjoy are typically finished in some sort of oak, a toasted barrel, a double oaked, or something like that. I'm not sure I've tried a French oak stave, so this is going to be a unique experience for me. This is a bottle I've been looking for a little while. I've heard a lot of hype about it on TikTok, and so I wanted to give it a try and was lucky enough that someone sent me this bottle. So we're gonna pop it open, we're gonna see what it tastes like, and then we're gonna rate it. And so let's start with the bottle design. It's a pretty standard bottle. It actually looks just like the BTAC bottles, so it's pretty much exactly the same as a BTAC bottle, but it doesn't have quite the high-end label that BTAC comes with. So this one, it's a nice label. It's a good print. I like the blue. You don't see a ton of whiskeys using blue. And I'm actually prone to the name Architect. I actually went to school for architecture for a couple of years before I realized it sucked. Not architecture. The school of architecture sucks. So that's kind of cool. You know, it's got a little blueprint design on the back. Overall, pretty nice label. Nothing really special. Nothing that would just grab my attention if this were sitting on a shelf somewhere and I didn't know what it is. So we're gonna give it a C on the bottle design, which is about average. Cork pop. Pretty good cork pop on that one. Let's check the nose on this guy. For 104 proof, it's actually got a really light nose. Not a ton of ethanol, it's pretty smooth. I definitely get some earthiness, almost a mossiness off of it. It kind of hits me with like a little light note at the end, maybe kind of a light citrus to it. But nothing really profound off of the nose. But it smells like a really nice light whiskey, and that's kind of what I'm expecting it to be. So let's see. Definitely heavier than I expected it to be off the nose. You can taste that oakiness. Like it's got a little, it leaves you with an oak bitterness on the end. I do have kind of some of those citrus flavors at the beginning, and then it's just overwhelmed by what I assume is that French oak on the finish. The flavors in this, to me, are similar to what you would get in a Garrison Brothers. That real kind of bitter, leathery tobacco oakiness, but it's much lighter. Like it's much more presentable and polished in this, whereas Garrison Brothers is just gonna be over the top and intense. So this is much more subdued. Overall, a really nice sipping whiskey. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I would give it a B, being a really good sipping whiskey, something that I'm glad to have on the shelf, and I will enjoy it, but not something like an A level where I'm just gonna go back to it again and again. So this will sit on the shelf, take a while to finish this bottle, but overall a really good expression from Penelope. Let me know your thoughts. Have you had Penelope Architect? Do you agree that it's a B whiskey, just a good sipper? Or is this one of the unicorns that you're looking for?